Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We've got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Hope everybody is doing fantastic here on Thursday, January 22nd. Has the winter storm hit yet? Is everybody okay? Everybody all right? Everybody brace it up for that. All right, let's take a look at how we did yesterday here. Arizona. We got the win minus 13.5. Kentucky does not cover, but they get the win. And I have to say this, Kentucky and Kentucky fans, proud of you. All right, this team's playing good. Good to see it. Well done. So we don't get the cover, but Kentucky basketball, proud of you. That was a good win over Texas. And Brad coming through on Gutterbach, and Frankfurt over 3. Nice one right there. So well done, everyone. Kirk gifted 5 DTL memberships. My man. Thank you so much, buddy. Oh, man. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate that indeed. Appreciate all you guys, man. All right. Japan saying Stan Wawrinka, money line plus 150, tennis. Nice job, my boy. Nice job. Tony said it's back to 73 in Jacksonville. Matty boy, what's good, AB? What's good, bro? Good to see you. Hey, it's going to be a great day. It's going to be an absolute great day. Now, let's take a look here. What did we see yesterday? All right, in sports. So, college basketball, Arizona got the dub over Cincinnati, 77-51. Nebraska, look at the boys. And Kirk, got to say it. Hey, thank you, Dyson Daniels, again and again. Kirk, thank you again and again. No doubt. Big Rodney. Good morning, crew. Man, good morning, big dog. Good to see you, buddy. How we doing? So, Nebraska, 19-0, stays perfect, man. 76-66 win over Washington. Gonzaga, look, Pepperdine, not good. We're going to be fading them a lot this year. Illinois, big win over Maryland there. And North Carolina laid the hammer down to Notre Dame. Now, jump to the NBA. Cavs beat the Hornets. Celtics took down the Pacers. Look at the Knicks. Look at this. All right, so we were all collective on the Knicks yesterday, and rightfully so. They win 120-66. The players-only meeting absolutely worked. So shout out to anybody that was riding the Knicks yesterday. Nice job. Hawks beat the Grizz. Pistons beat the Pellies. Thunder 122-102 over the Bucks. And then the Raptors continue to put up points. Looking good there. So Raptors beat the Kings 122-109. Now, speaking of that, big Zach Phelps, you using Pickett? Man, use promo code Zach Phelps, ZACKPHELPS, or use promo code Driving the Line. Zach, take care of him in the chat. You know how to get him done. Go see him. But yeah, a ridiculous beatdown. I'm telling you. Yeah, it was the spot for the Knicks. It was due. Absolutely due. All right, let's jump into it. But let's go into the headlines first, and then let's get into the pick. Okay, here we go. NFL MVP. You ready? Our 4 finalists have been named. Christian McCaffrey, Josh Allen. Christian McCaffrey is the first player to be a finalist for 3 AP NFL awards in the same year, joining Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Drake May, and Matthew Stafford. So you have Christian McCaffrey and 4 quarterbacks here. But let's be honest. The MVP is coming down to Drake May or Matthew Stafford. Where are you going? Drop it in the chat. All right, the winners will be announced at the NFL Honors Award Show. That's Super Bowl week. It's on February 5th. A nationwide panel of 50 media members who regularly cover the league completed voting before the playoffs began. Votes were tabulated by the accounting firm of Lutz and Carr. So, here you go. The votes are in. They already know who the MVP is. We don't know. I guess the law firm does. So that's where we start. You have 5 players, 4 quarterbacks, 1 running back. Maddie, I said, I'm voting for Geno. Geno Smith for MVP. I'm behind that. We need to we need to start a political campaign. And then here we go. The New York Mets got rid of Pete Alonso and said, we're spending every penny imaginable. Look at this. The Mets land Freddie Peralta in a multiplayer trade with the Milwaukee Brewers. The New York Mets' winter-long pursuit of a front-line starting pitcher ended late Wednesday when they acquired all-star Freddie Peralta as well as fellow right-hander Tobias Myers from the Milwaukee Brewers for Brandon Sproat and Jet Williams, 2 of their top prospects. Peralta, as the haul the Brewers received indicates, was coveted by several clubs. He is a 2-time All-Star coming off a career season in which he went 17-6 with a 2.7 ERA and 176 2/3 innings across 33 starts. Wow. The New York Mets are going for it. Tough one for the Brewers to lose. Old Freddie Peralta there. He's a stud. But shout out to the New York Mets. Well done, boys. They are getting after it. Speaking of getting after it, man, it's time for the picks. Let's go. Okay. It's a light day in sports, but don't think that it's a light day on DTL. And if you can hit the like button, that'd be fantastic. If you watch it on your phone, just grab the screen, pull it down, hit like, pop it back up. It goes a long way. I won't ask you for anything else, I promise. Well, if you can hit subscribe, that'd be cool too. Other than that. All right. UAB. College basketball today. I think we're in a good spot here. Now, again, we don't have any ranked games. So if you have college basketball plays, drop them in the chat, drop them in the Discord, no doubt. But I'm going to roll with UAB here. Maddie, no, UAB. Big Cheesy said the San Francisco Giants went from top 5 spinning to out of the top 10, but they did buy an old downtown theater in San Francisco. Well, that's important for hitting. Can we at least turn the old theater into like an indoor batting cage or something? We at least do that. Come on, Vitello. Oh, hey, let me tell you this. Tony Vitello is the most OCD human being you're ever going to meet. I assure you, all the little details will be taken care of. All of that. If they let that man work, he's an OCD machine. All right, so UAB plus 2.5. Now, NBA. Aaron Gordon, over 1.5 threes, minus 120 of the Denver Nuggets. I'm also going to go with Klay Thompson. And I'm even going to boost this number up. So Klay Thompson is over 2.5 threes at minus 140. Okay. I think I want it for over 3.5. Golden State. Yep. Got him at home in Dallas. You know Klay's going to get minutes. You know Klay's going to get shots. Groovy. Are these parlayed or straight? These are straight. No doubt. Yep. So playing these straight, just separate independently of each other. So going to go UAB plus 2.5. Going to go Aaron Gordon over 1.5 threes of the Nuggets. Going to go Klay Thompson over 3.5 threes, plus 160. And he is on the Dallas Mavericks side. So we'll jump into the games here. And here's what they have the NBA. We'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern. So we'll go through the NBA much more in depth. Paul, good morning, AB. Salute, Paul, my man. Good morning, buddy. So good to see you. Matty boy, AB going ladder with the bottom rung, right? It takes a village, my boy. I kind of like guys coming off the bench. They got a little motivation in them. Trying to not be coming off the bench. I'm trying to be in this starting 5, baby. All right. Well, Hornets are like 9-1 against the spread in the second game of a back-to-back. It's a good stat right there. And here you go. Hornets plus 6.5 on the road against the Magic. I'll pull this full screen and I'll set to see. Total of 228.5. And again, we're not going to dive into the NBA in full in the morning because no. Check your lineups. We'll get that this afternoon. But that being said, though, we do want to identify what we like, what we want to work on. So I've already got 2 NBA plays here. We talked about Aaron Gordon and Klay Thompson. Rockets to the 76ers here. Rockets 1.5-point favorites on the road. This is going to be a good basketball game. Now, Lipton Brisk iced tea still hitting. All right. Johnny Boy, AB, you have to check out Wake Forest new pitching simulator. It's impressive. Ooh, I'm glad you said that. I haven't seen it. I'll definitely check that out right after the show. No doubt, bro. Jermaine, yo, what up, gang? Hey, what's up, man? So good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. All right, so we got the Rockets here, man. Like Rockets 76ers, this is going to be a great one. Great basketball game. It's brisk, baby. It is. It's good. Rockets 1.5-point favorites on the road here. Look, total of 220.5. Yeah. Circle that game. We're going to talk about that one this afternoon. All right, Nuggets and the Wizards. All right, so we got Aaron Gordon here, and this is why I like Aaron Gordon threes, man. Look, Denver's a 5.5-point favorite on the road. There's no Nikola Jokic. Hasn't been for a while. That said, I think Denver smashes tonight. I'm going to be completely honest. I think Aaron Gordon gets all the opportunities. Well, not just him, but I think the Nuggets going to be shooting a lot tonight. A whole lot. Total of 230.5. Yeah, sitting pretty here. All right. Warriors and the Mavericks. Circle this game. I definitely want to talk about this. So it's not like these are the greatest teams ever, but the Warriors are playing good ball. And the Mavericks, dude, they're coming. 18-26. They are who they are. They're 13-11 at home. Warriors 5.5-point favorites on the road. Total 233.5. It's just me. I got South Florida minus 1.5. I still think they win by 4. Sorry, AB. Yeah. So this South Florida UAB game is going to be solid. They're not 2 of the best teams in the world, but they're not terrible either. Yeah, and look, anybody that's on South Florida, I get it. No doubt. Okay, so Warriors and the Mavs. So we're on Klay Thompson. He's going to get his opportunities. And I think this could be a pretty fun game. Bulls and the Timberwolves. Timberwolves, they kind of need themselves a little bounce, pick me up. 9.5-point favorites at home. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the Bulls might get smashed in this one. That said, though, the Timberwolves aren't playing great. Spurs and the Jazz. Spurs 12.5-point favorites. Solid. I don't know if I'm going 13, but I don't hate it. Lakers and the Clippers. Clippers 1.5-point favorites. I'm fascinated with the Lakers. They're all over the place. Then you got the Heat and the Trailblazers tonight. Portland 1.5-point favorites. Total of 239.5. So again, we'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, I didn't mean to pull that all the way off. But yeah, we'll break down player props. Much more in depth. Big Cheesy Curry will have a game. A Cooper Flag, rebounds and assists. Yep, I feel you there. Justin, AB, my Tennessee clients tell me all day yesterday that y'all expected between 2 and 27 inches of snow this week. I think there's a meteorologist position open for you. Yes. All right. So, Justin, okay, I wish I could frame this comment right here, and I would put it not inside of my house. I'd put it outside of my house because that's exactly right. What is that? 2 to 27 inches. Well, I hate to tell you, folks, either your stove is not going to turn off or the sun is going to launch inside your house. Like 2 to 27 inches. That's what we're dealing with. And like, that's the tough part is no one knows. No one has any idea here in Tennessee, and it's coming. It's coming like in 24 hours, and no one has a clue. And I assure you, no one is prepared. Hey, I'm not kidding. I'll go do a remote live outside just so you can see the insanity. Have you ever seen that meme where that cartoon is sitting at his little like dinner table and the house is on fire and he's like, this is fine. That's what it's gonna be. All right, let's get the picks. All right, UAB plus 2.5. Aaron Gordon over 1.5 threes at minus 120. Klay Thompson over 3.5 threes at plus 160. Yeah, so if you want to play at 2.5 threes at minus 140, I get it. I'm just gonna take the shot. I'm gonna bump it up, but you could also parlay it, and keep it down at 2. Kirk Vucevic assists. There we go. Tizzle Wimby dominates the Jazz. Yeah. So Groovy Ant had like 55 points a few games ago. I think he does something similar against the Bulls. I completely agree. Groovy Alien, you beautiful son of a gun. You're right. I think so too. So yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that this afternoon because only reason Cat didn't get there because they were up 60. Yep. Yeah, the Bulls don't know what defense is. Jermaine, bam, 2+ 3 is great look today. I agree. Jeff, I hope it's the 2 inches of snow. Get that 2 feet. Groovy, yeah. Well, we went from potentially 6 inches of snow to it likely being ice. Oh, ice is the worst. Yeah, Jared, blizzard here in Michigan. I can't see to my next door neighbor. Been snowing for 4 days. That's crazy. Uber under 16.5 points and rebounds with Embiid and Pockets plan. There we go. Michael, meteorologists are middling the inches. Yes, they are. They're middling it. Yes, they are. It's just me. That's bananas. Tennessee could have more snow than Chicago. I'm telling you, and we're not ready. We are not ready. We're not ready for this. Ryder Nashville has like 1 salt truck. We might get 3 to 4 inches of rain before the snow. So the ice, yeah. It's going to be all over the place. Hey, you can bet on ice in Nashville. Yeah. Bet on that indeed. All right. So, like I said, it's not a big sports day, but we've got a show to do. So keep dropping in your weather. All right. Because I absolutely want and need to see this. Meteorologists in Tennessee throwing 2 blind shots at the dartboard and reporting the results as projections. Yes. Dude, we're watching them do live betting hedging. Oh, my goodness. Kirk, I'm going to try and make that afternoon HAB, but if I don't, Castle assists and Nurkic rebounds and assists to be placed tonight. Beautiful. All right. And if you can't, totally understood. Obviously, Kirk, I flip and love you, buddy. Thank you for this. And we'll cover that for sure. Let me star that. Castle assists. Let me just write it down. Sorry, I know it's always great when the host on a television show is taking notes diligently. That's always entertaining. All right. No, appreciate that. Big time, my boy. Big time. All right. So we might not have a big day in sports today, but it doesn't mean we can't talk about sports today. The NFL playoffs are here. Y'all ready? We're down to the Final Four. Conference championship weekend. 2 games, both on Sunday. Let's go. So what are our picks? Now, remember, we had this parlay. Indiana already took care of business. So we have the Patriots money line and the Seahawks money line at plus 205. So here you go. Patriots money line, Seahawks money line, plus 205. If you didn't jump on that and you want to play Patriots money line and Seahawks money line now, it's not too late. You can get it at like plus 150. So literally, I would have listed that as well if we didn't already have this. I didn't want to confuse everybody. But if you didn't jump on that, you're not too late to the party. Trust me. I ain't leaving you out. You're good. So Patriots money line, Seahawks money line. I think it's like plus 150, depending on your books. Might be plus 140, might be plus 155 around there. But you can still get in. No doubt. That said, if you want to. Michael, I see you. Patriots minus 4.5 at minus 115. All right. So we're going to talk about these games. But that said, The Denver Broncos, I love them. I just, I, and nothing against Jarrett Stidham. I bet Stidham doesn't play bad. And you got a Jarrett Stidham revenge game. New England Patriot legend, Jarrett Stidham. So you kind of have you have Stidham and Drake May. I'm going to go with the Patriots here on the road. I think I'm buying into New England. I think they're pretty good. Okay. Now, moving on to game number 2. And don't worry, we'll put all these games on the screen. Don't worry. Matthew Stafford, 1+ interception, -115. Yes. Even in a win, Matthew Stafford, I'm taking him to throw a pick. I don't know if they win, though. I want the over. It's just me ask, why is the line only 4.5? What am I missing? I agree. I agree. I'm asking the same question. Now, it's on the road. It's the playoffs, and Denver's defense is outstanding. So that's the reason behind it. But again, I don't think that that's a big enough reason. So I'm asking the same thing you are. And I'm in. I'm willing to put my money on it. I don't think the books are doing enough. So, yeah. Now, we'll talk about this Sunday. We'll go through all these scenarios. But, yeah, teaser type plays like this, like Blade, obviously, great to see you, and I appreciate it. These are very much in play this weekend. Absolutely. I love this. Rams +7.5 and Broncos +10.5. Yeah. There's a lot of different scenarios. Hawk, if you dive into the numbers, Denver defense hasn't been all that good the last month of the year. It's a good point. And I'm with you. Like, I'm not going to overthink it. I'm with New England. Now, we'll obviously have player props the rest of the week, Saturday, and especially Sunday. Trust me, I'll have to temper myself. But to start it off, yeah, give me Stafford to throw a pick, and give me the Rams Seahawks over 46.5. This is going to be a battle. Now, here's the thing. I love the Seahawks defense. I like the Rams defense. I have nothing against either of these defenses, especially the Seahawks. Like, there's literally nothing negative. You can even try to think if I were going, contrarian first take. All right. Hey, make up a point on the other side. Not doing it. But the Seahawks are really flipping good. That said, man, like this is going to be a battle. I think it could go one of two ways. It's a divisional game. It's the NFC Championship. This thing could be 13-10. I could totally see that. That said, I don't think so. I think this is going to be one where both offenses are cooking with gas. I think Rams Seahawks is going to be an awesome football game. And whichever way it goes. If I'm wrong on the total, fine. I think either way, I think it's going to be legit. Justin, just drop the weather strip image and tools and resources of the Discord. I think folks may want to take AB advice to have a game plan. Yeah, it's about to go down. We're not ready. Kirk, Mike Vrabel will have them ready on the road. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I love Mike Vrabel. I love everything about the dude. He's awesome. New England will be hyped up for this game. I assure you. Mike Vrabel wants his nose bloodied. He's banging his head against helmets. Mike Vrabel is absolutely that dude. He's awesome. All right, so these are the 4 plays, okay? So, hey, Jeff, I can't type anything today. Hey, it's Snowmageddon. It's coming. Don't worry. All right. So Patriots and the Broncos. Patriots, like we said, 4.5-point favorites on the road. Total of only 42.5. I think both of these totals are playable. Now, the other thing as well, look at the weather. Okay. Top right. That's another reason why you have a spread that might seem a little low and a total that likely seems a little low. 22 degrees, partly cloudy. Now, I don't see anything about, snowmageddon, but let's do our due diligence. Things can change. But it's going to be cold and it's going to be below freezing. So, yeah, couple that into play. Now, let's look at team totals. So, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me, at least just looking at the team totals, it reminds me of Indiana and Miami in the national championship. So I'm going to ask the same questions that we did in that game. Do we think both teams get to 20 points or more? Denver team total, let me pull this full screen. Denver team total over under 18.5. Weird number there, kind of no man's land. Minus 115. Patriots team total 23.5. Let's do our math here. 7, 14, 21, 24. So you get the Patriots. If you're wanting to play the over on their team total, you're getting the hook on the right side. But you're going to pay for it. Minus 125. Which, spot on. I'd have done the same thing if I were the books. I'm going to make you take 24.5. So, that said, if you are somebody that wants to play that team total, 3 touchdowns and a field goal. Kirk says 20-10 type of a game. It could be. We're going to have to keep an eye on that weather. Now, let's look at passing yards. So, yeah. Let's identify the gambling issue in this game. Jarrett Stidham. Now, we've all seen Stidham, but what are you going to get? Passing yards here, Drake May, over under 230.5. Jarrett Stidham, 199.5. The books did it to you. We ask all the time, are these teams scoring 20 points or more? The books are saying, are they throwing 200 yards or more? Jarrett Stidham over 13.5 rush yards, smash pot. Yes. Literally, Japan, I couldn't love you more. Spot on. Jarrett Stidham is going to run in this game. No doubt about it. Absolutely spot on take right there. And it brings us right into it. Jarrett Stidham rushing yards 15 plus at minus 112. Now, quarterback rushing yards, be careful. They can get weird, but rush yards, rush attempts might be the way to go. But again, I am in step with everything Japan is saying right here. Spot on. Ramondre Stevenson, 50 plus. RJ Harvey, 50 plus. Travion Henderson, 34 plus. Drake May, 31 plus. He'll run too, by the way. Jarrett Stidham, 15 plus. Both quarterbacks are very live. Receiving yards. So, Cortland Sutton, 52.5. Stephon Diggs, 47. Hunter Henry, he's going to get work. Kayshon Boutte, he's going to get work. I would be looking heavy at Kayshon Boutte. That's game one. So game one is Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, CBS Paramount Plus. Game two, Sunday, 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central on Fox. NFC Championship, Rams at the Seahawks. Seahawks, 2.5-point favorites, total of 46.5. Now, Tennessee Titans just hired a new head coach, defensive coordinator of the San Francisco 49ers, Robert Saleh. I think he's a good football coach. However, he just ran into the buzzsaw that is the Seattle Seahawks right now. They are operating high level efficiency, both sides of the ball. So this game can go one of two ways. It's a divisional game. It's the NFL playoffs. It's to go to the Super Bowl. This is going to be the third time we've seen this game this year. Now, like we said, it could go one of two ways. This thing could be 13-10, and it wouldn't surprise me. It could also be 38-35. That wouldn't surprise me. And in fact, I'm betting on that. I think that, I don't know, that high, but it's going to be, we're going to have some scoring in this game. Because look, the Rams are definitely not afraid of this spot. They're not going to be nervous. They're not coming in scared. They know what to do. And so do the Seahawks. I mean, Darnold last week, oblique injury, dude. I didn't see any, like that dude was like, that dude's got guts, man. You have an excellent quarterback battle in this game. Puka Nacua, like you've got so many weapons. Jackson Smith-Njigba, Kenneth Walk, like Kyron Williams, Blake Corum. I mean, keep going. Now, Tizzle asked a good question. Experience matters. Seattle a year too early. We've seen that play out in the NFL before. The Rams are not coming in nervous. Like, I don't think this is going to, like, so, okay, what do I mean by not coming in nervous? And, like, we just said that this game could go two different routes, two different paths, right? It's a divisional game. It's the playoffs. Like, you could see, 16-10 because both teams are going to be, conservative. You can't win the game in the first half. You sure can't lose it. And they'll have that mentality. But I don't think the Rams are coming in nervous about, hey, we need to play keep away. No. No. They're saying, we want to get up 14-0 on you and W. Hand over the sticks. And I think the Seahawks could be saying the same thing. So what I'm getting at is that I don't think this is going to be a first quarter of just, hey, let's run it 3 times and punt, get scared. Heck no. From these two, no. No. And I respect it and appreciate it. These two are professional football teams, man. So, all right, let's jump into team totals. Rams, team total, over under 22.5. Darnold, I was reading the chat. Seahawks, team total, over 23.5. Yeah, Austin said not gonna be a lot of hand in the dirt football. It's gonna be awesome. So here you go. Are both teams score 20 plus or more? I think so. 23 or more. Where are you going? Passing yards. Matthew Stafford over under 254.5. He's averaging 277.3 this season. Sam Darnold over under 234.5. He's averaging 231.8. Rushing yards. Look at Kenneth Walker, 85.5. Big boy number. Because you do not see Zach Charbonnet behind him. Kyron Williams, 56.5. Blake Corum, 28.5. Sam Darnold, 5.5. Puka Nacua, 4.5. Rashid Shaheed, you will see him in backup mode for the Seahawks, 1.5. And anybody doing it on Stafford? Half a yard, plus 135. All right, receiving yards. Puka Nacua, 94.5, Hoss. And then look below him, Jackson Smith-Njigba, 90.5. Oh, man. You wanted a game with wide receivers? That was horrible English. You get what I'm saying, though. Tizzle said the Seahawks will still Seahawks will still find a way to screw K9. Yeah. Kenneth Walker's not getting a touchdown. Shaheed over. Yeah, there you go. Japan, Cam Sutton, anytime touchdown. Stidham, 25 plus rushing. Devontae Adams over 4.5 receptions. Plus 30-77. Okay. I see you, bro. There you go. All right. So that's the NFL. All right, let me get the picks back up. We'll bounce out of here. I don't want to keep everybody too long. We'll be live 3 p.m. Eastern today. All right, what do we have here? All right, so these are the NFL picks. Patriots money line, Seahawks money line. If you played it on the parlay, it's plus 205. If you didn't play Indiana with it, I think you can get it like plus 140. Patriots minus 4.5. Matthew Stafford 1 plus pick, and then Rams Seahawks over 46.5. Now let me get to the picks for today. And Tizzle said, Puka is him. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So is Jackson Smith. But Puka, yeah, definitely is. All right. UAB, plus 2.5, minus 115. Aaron Gordon of the Nuggets, over 1.5 threes, minus 120. And then Klay Thompson of the Mavericks, over 3.5 threes. I'm laddering that. If you want to play it at 2.5, do that. I'm taking it up to plus 160. Okay. All right. We'll be live today, 3 p.m. Eastern. 2 p.m. Central, 4, Driving the Nightline. We'll go through the rest of college basketball, the NBA, knock that out, and get all set up. All right. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. It's going to be a great day, and we will see you this afternoon. Peace. Who's got it better than us? Nobody.